Minimalist self-care isn't about elaborate routines or expensive products. Instead, it's about intentional actions that nurture your well-being without cluttering your life or schedule. In a world that often equates self-care with shopping sprees or complicated rituals, minimalist self-care offers a refreshing alternative, a way to prioritize yourself with simplicity and purpose. Start by carving out small pockets of time in your day for mindful pauses. Even just a few minutes of quiet reflection can make a profound difference. You might begin your morning with a deep breath, allowing yourself to wake up slowly and check in with how you feel. No need for meditation apps or fancy journals, just a moment of presence, noticing the sensations in your body and the thoughts in your mind. Minimalist self-care also means embracing the power of routine. Simple habits like drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, making your bed, or stretching your arms overhead can set a positive tone for your day. These small acts become rituals of care, grounding you in the present and reminding you that you deserve attention, even in the most ordinary moments. Decluttering your space is another powerful form of self-care. When your environment feels calm and organized, your mind can relax. Take a few minutes to tidy your desk, clear out a drawer, or put away stray items. Minimalism isn't about having nothing. It's about ensuring that what you do have supports your well-being. Notice how much lighter you feel with less visual noise. Nourish your body simply. Instead of elaborate meal plans or restrictive diets, focus on eating foods that make you feel good and energized. Prepare a simple bowl of fruit, enjoy a cup of herbal tea, or cook a meal with just a few wholesome ingredients. Savor the flavors and appreciate the nourishment. Eating mindfully, without distractions, can be one of the most grounding forms of self-care. Movement doesn't have to be complicated. A short walk outside, gentle stretching, or a few minutes of dancing in your living room count as self-care. The goal isn't to achieve fitness milestones or follow intense routines, but to honor your body's need for movement and release. Listen to what your body is asking for and respond with kindness. Digital minimalism is another important aspect. Take breaks from screens, silence unnecessary notifications, and curate your social media feeds to include only what inspires or uplifts you. Consider a digital detox day, where you disconnect from devices and reconnect with the world around you. Notice how much more present you feel when you're not constantly absorbing information. Minimalist self-care also means setting boundaries. Learn to say no to commitments that drain your energy or don't align with your values. Create space for rest, for boredom, and for doing nothing at all. You don't need to fill every moment with productivity. Allow yourself to be without guilt or pressure. Connect with nature in simple ways. Step outside and feel the sun on your skin. Listen to the birds, or observe the shifting clouds above. Nature has a way of soothing and grounding us, reminding us of the beauty and simplicity. Even a brief moment spent outdoors can be deeply restorative. Finally, practice gratitude for the small things. At the end of each day, reflect on 1 or 2 moments that brought you joy. Perhaps a kind word, a delicious meal, or a beautiful sunset. Minimalist self-care is about appreciating what you already have, finding contentment in the present, and letting go of the need for more. By embracing these minimalist self-care ideas, you create space for what truly matters: peace, balance, and a deeper connection to yourself. In simplicity, you discover abundance. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, self-care often feels like an elaborate ritual that requires time, money, and countless products. But what if we reimagine self-care through the lens of minimalism? Minimalist self-care is about stripping away the excess and focusing on what truly nourishes your mind, body, and soul. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Let's begin with the foundation: your environment. The space around you has a profound impact on your well-being. Start by decluttering one small area, perhaps your nightstand or your workspace. Remove items that no longer serve a purpose or bring you joy. Notice how the simple act of creating space can clear your mind and bring a sense of calm. Minimalist self-care is not about having nothing, but about having only what you need. Next, consider your daily routine. Instead of packing your schedule with activities, Give yourself permission to slow down. Choose one mindful moment each day. Maybe you savor your morning coffee without distractions, or take 5 deep breaths before you start work. These tiny pauses, free from noise and hurry, allow you to reconnect with yourself. Minimalist self-care extends to the products you use. Rather than collecting dozens of lotions and potions, opt for multi-purpose items that fit your lifestyle. A gentle cleanser, a nourishing moisturizer, and sunscreen can be enough. By simplifying your self-care toolkit, you save time and reduce decision fatigue, making it easier to commit to regular care. Nutrition is another area where minimalism shines. Instead of chasing the latest superfoods, focus on whole, simple ingredients. Prepare a one-pot meal with fresh vegetables and grains. Drink water mindfully, noticing how it feels to hydrate your body. Minimalist eating isn't about restriction. It's about enjoying food in its simplest, most nourishing form. Movement doesn't require a gym membership or trendy equipment. A minimalist approach is about tuning in to your body's needs. Take a walk in nature, stretch gently in your living room, or dance to your favorite song. The goal isn't to burn calories, but to move in a way that feels good and supports your energy. Digital minimalism is another powerful self-care practice. Our devices are designed to compete for our attention, often leaving us feeling drained. Set aside a few minutes each day to unplug. Place your phone in another room, silence notifications, and allow yourself to be present. You might find that a short break from screens helps you reconnect with your thoughts and feelings. Self-care is also about nourishing your mind. Minimalist journaling is a simple way to reflect and release. You don't need a fancy notebook or elaborate prompts, just a quiet moment to jot down a few thoughts, a gratitude list, or a single word that describes how you feel. Over time, these small reflections can boost your mood and help you track your personal growth. Relationships benefit from minimalist self-care too. Focus on quality over quantity. Reach out to one person who uplifts you and have a meaningful conversation. Offer your full attention, listen deeply, and let the connection itself be an act of care. Ultimately, minimalist self-care is about being intentional. It's about choosing what matters most and letting go of the rest. When you pare down your routines, you create space for presence, peace, and authenticity. You learn that self-care doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. So, as you navigate your day, remember that self-care can be as simple as a quiet breath, a tidy corner, or a heartfelt moment. By embracing minimalism, you invite more clarity and calm into your life, making each act of care truly meaningful. Minimalism and sustainability, two words that often go hand in hand, yet each carries its own unique philosophy. At their core, both aim to simplify, to refocus our lives away from excess and toward what truly matters. In a world overflowing with products, distractions, and choices, minimalism asks us to pause and consider, what do we really need? And sustainability urges us to question, how can our choices impact the planet for generations to come? Living green with less is not about deprivation or sacrifice. It's about intentionality. It's about making choices that reduce clutter in our homes, in our minds, and in the world around us. Imagine waking up in a space that feels open and light, filled only with the items you love and use. Instead of shelves crowded with unused gadgets, there's room for sunlight, plants, and meaningful objects. The air feels clearer, and the mind feels lighter. Minimalism begins with decluttering, not just our physical spaces, but also our habits and routines. We start by evaluating our possessions. Do they serve a purpose? Do they bring joy? If not, we let them go, donating, recycling, or repurposing where possible. This process isn't just about tidying up. It's about rediscovering what truly adds value to our lives. But minimalism is also deeply connected to sustainability. Every item we own has a footprint. It was manufactured, packaged, shipped, and will eventually be discarded. By choosing to own less, we reduce our demand for new goods, lessening our impact on resources and energy. When we do need something, we choose quality over quantity, opting for durable, repairable, and ethically made products. We favor materials that are renewable, recyclable, or biodegradable. Sustainable living extends beyond our possessions. It's about the food we eat, the energy we use, and the waste we produce. Minimalism in the kitchen might mean buying only what we need, reducing food waste, and choosing unpackaged local items. In our wardrobes, it's about curating a set of versatile, timeless pieces rather than following fast fashion trends. When it comes to transportation, it's about walking, biking, or using public transit instead of driving everywhere. Living green with less also means being mindful of our consumption. Before making a purchase, we pause and ask, is this something I truly need? Can I borrow, rent, or find it secondhand? This shift in mindset not only saves money, but also fosters creativity and resilience. We learn to repair, to upcycle, and to appreciate the stories behind our belongings. The beauty of minimalism and sustainability is that they are accessible to everyone. You don't need to live in a tiny house or own only 100 things to embrace these principles. It's about making small, thoughtful changes, one step at a time. Maybe it starts with clearing out a single drawer or switching to reusable shopping bags. Perhaps it's choosing to cook more plant-based meals or unplugging devices when not in use. As we simplify, we create space for deeper connections, for personal growth, for nature, and for joy. We find that with fewer distractions, we can focus more on what matters: relationships, experiences, and the health of our planet. Instead of measuring success by what we own, we begin to measure it by how we live and how we contribute. Minimalism and sustainability remind us that happiness is not found in abundance, but in enough. It's found in the freedom to choose, in the peace that comes with less, and in the hope for a greener, healthier future. By living green with less, we not only care for ourselves, but also for the world around us, one mindful choice at a time.